You can support this show at patreon.com/ASA podcasting.
It might be going in the mouth hole.
The wasteland is a post-apocalyptic mess as the sole survivor wanders out about to see the rest. Nuclear explosions sending out the gamma rays from deep within the core, gross atomic waste. From deep within the core, gross atomic waste.
Hello and welcome to the 528th edition of the Fallout Feed. I am Andrew, joined by a flock of my favorite Fallout folks. Tonight, I have got Jess. What's up, Jess?
Hey, Andrew. Greets, everybody.
And also Ray. What's up, Ray?
Hello, hello.
Tonight on the show, we will go over some recent gameplay. Also, we've got a new edition of our brand new game, Perceptive Pigcorn, that we're going to get through. But although, Jess, I do have to argue about the name a little bit. We're going to have to come up with the that other title that I liked more.
You like the Nerdhagen Beach? Nerdhagen Beach is classic. Nerdhagen Beach. Oh, gee, you recorded it.
We're going to go to Nerdhagen Beach, everybody. So, also, we got some tasty iguana bits with a little more details on all of that Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition stuff coming out. So we will take a deeper look into some of that going around. So why don't we just go ahead, roll right into it, so people getting into this week, and we'll say, hey, Jess, did you get a chance to play any video games this week?
I played a few for sure. I'm just opening up a few screens. So, I've started the last, 2 months saying I haven't played enough games?
Yeah.
I have this thing. I don't want to say that, doing this whole healthy lifestyle, working out kind of thing, and too much gaming are incompatible, because they're not. But for me, they have been a little bit.
You need to
quick
get
update.
one of those controllers that stations right on your exercise bike or treadmill, you know what I mean? Like one of those clippy things.
Really, it's that there's always also other things to do. There's a lot of projects. But I played a little Outer Worlds 2 and a game called Ball X Pit, which I'll talk about. But I want to say first, just a quick update on the whole health journey. So I am officially 45 pounds down now.
Holy shit!
From where I started.
I mean, I can obviously tell just by looking at you through the video camera, but that's crazy. Good job.
I'm doing good, feeling good. Things are going great there. And I say that because two things happened today. First of all, I ordered takeout for the first time since July 8th because it is Thanksgiving season. And y'all know what that means.
Burritos.
Turkey burrito.
Thanksgiving burrito. You remembered. Yes. I got my first Thanksgiving burrito of the season. And it was so good, y'all. It was so, so good.
Is that an item on the menu year-round, or does that start November 1st?
It comes out November 1st. Yeah, it's just like Mariah Carey, It's boom, November 1st, there it is.
Boom.
Except I love my Thanksgiving burritos.
Yeah, I always love those memes of people like me on October 31st in the Halloween costume, me on November 1st in their Christmas costume.
Yeah, exactly. I took down my outdoor Halloween decorations, and I took down the spider web, but I left up the bats. Like, I'm keeping it kind of extra spooky.
Bats are cool. I don't know.
Bats are cool.
Cats are cool. Bats are cool. I think all the Halloween animals are great. They don't got to be associated with scary. They're cuddle bugs.
But the second development, why I mentioned food and all that, was that our friend Dwight posted something in the Facebook page today that is happening ASAP.
Uh-oh.
Did you see this post, Andrew?
I don't think so. Let me go look.
Quantum pie is real.
Oh, I did see the quantum pie. Yes, I did. I even showed my wife. She was like, ugh.
Wrong. Sorry, Tori, you're always right, but wrong on that one.
She
No,
looked at it and was like, who doesn't pre-bake their damn crust? She was like so worried about the crust.
Well, to be fair, it is a graham cracker crust. So, yeah, so Taco Bell just introduced a Mountain Dew Baja Blast pie.
So is it like a sort of a limey cheesecake, I bet. Something like that.
Well, yeah. Baja Blast has a bit of a limey flavor. It's such an interesting flavor. Anyway, Baja Blast is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And Baja Blast pie Like it looks like quantum pie. It's got,
Yum.
the graham cracker crust. It's got the cream filling and bright blue center, just the way I like it. There's nothing natural about this concoction. So for a girl,
I would eat it.
Yeah, I would definitely eat it too. Yeah, for a girl who's eating like pretty much all Whole Foods these days, it's like, no,
Oh, yeah.
no, this is happening. This is so happening. But I just wanted to give a little quick update on that, like things I am actually working on when I'm not gaming. And wow, that pie looks so good. I shouldn't have opened it back up to look at.
So speaking of snacks, are all of your cool Fallout show snacks, are those props or will those actually be consumed at some point?
No, they are still props. I have them here with me. My Radwooch with the labels and the gummy.
Those are going
eggs
in
and
the collection
sugar
and the
bombs.
display. Those you didn't get two, one to eat, one to show.
They still have the plastic on them. Well, if I do get a second somehow, it might be going in the mouth hole just to know how bad it really is.
So
but for now, they're props.
These products are available extremely limited quantities at Universal Studio theme parks only, right?
Exactly.
You can't.
Yep.
You have to go there again. You can't order these online. This is not a mainline product. Blah blah blah. Right?
Only
Highly
available
coveted.
there. Oh yeah, and chat, Silio in chat is asking about the G Fuel, the G Fuel Quantum, and yes, that's the thing too. In fact, you can still get that. They're making that regularly. Like so, if you're if you need that caffeine boost.
G Fuel Quantum.
Yeah, I remember that blue powder I drank a little too much of a year or two ago.
You get a little twitchy there, girl.
It was good. Yeah, it was funny because at first, like the first 2-3 times I had it, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But after a while, it becomes a part of you. As
You know
Garth
what?
said.
That's
I kinda
That's called
like
addiction.
it might be. It might be.
Just after 4 or 5 days, I just started scratching. I couldn't get off the stuff. You've tried it's called Midnight Baja Blast. I forget what it's called. It's purple. It's the new like grapey Baja Blast.
I've seen it, but haven't tried it. No.
Okay.
No.
So I didn't know if it was new since I think it is new since you cut off stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And truth is, I don't drink sugar soda anyway, but I will just to try it. You know what I mean?
I
I'll have
assume
when
that
there's
they
new
do.
flavor.
Do they not? Do they do like diet versions of Baja Blast in each of the flavors and stuff like that? Do they do zero versions?
They kind of do it, but they kind of do it in a way that is very not available. It's like the the item on the flyer for the holiday sale in your favorite store that's like at half price. You're like, oh my god, I'm gonna get it, and there's only 4 of them. That's kind of how a lot of these diet flavors of Mountain Dew are.
Yeah.
Like they did Diet Ultraviolet for a while. I mean, they did Diet a number of the cool flavors, and then you just can't find them. So Diet Baja Blast is like that.
Ultraviolet.
It's
I
out
don't even
there.
remember that one.
Is that what it's called? It's the purple one.
I don't know. They have like 12 purple ones, don't they?
Yeah. There too.
Is it the blue one, or the purple one, or the green one, or the yellow one?
Yeah, Vortex maybe. I didn't think that was Vortex, but maybe. Anyway,
Livewire. Red.
Livewire.
Code red.
That's it. I like the
Livewire.
Livewire.
I don't know.
That's
Was that the
right?
orange one? Yeah, I think that was the orange one. Maybe. I don't know.
Good times, Mountain Dew. But yeah, so anyway, Thanksgiving burritos were delicious, and quantum pie looks amazing, and things are going good. So yeah, this week, just published today the Modus Files retrospective video over on the YouTube channel. So you guys will see that linked all over too. So actually, that's what I was doing Sunday and Monday, was editing that, since I couldn't edit it when my parents were here. Really, I ended up spending all day Sunday, all day Monday working on that, and then got stuff done. Got a good thumbnail, so it's up on my channel and the Modus channel. So that's good. But Outer Worlds 2, Ray, I haven't played a whole lot more. But my build, so I am like, there are a number of build backgrounds, and I don't remember if you mentioned yours last week, because at the time I hadn't really absorbed them.
I hadn't started playing yet. I didn't start
okay.
playing until probably, I think, Saturday.
Okay,
I'm
awesome.
thinking about it from the show, and I got to download this and go.
That's awesome. So I have a roustabout background, and I'm lucky. I've got medical stuff, and my starting flaw, I'm sickly. But what's interesting is sickly and medical kind of cancel each other out a little bit, because sickly, you take more of the environmental damage, but medical, you take less of the environmental damage. And then also there's one of them where you do more damage to creatures. So it's a net bonus. So I feel like I'm winning.
You talking about perks or something?
Yeah, essentially traits and perks and such. So
Yeah.
traits, it's just like New Vegas where you pick traits at the beginning of the game. Oh, wait, you're going to learn all about that again soon. I can't wait.
Oh, boo. No, I remember that. Yeah, Fallout. I really do kind of like that. The notion where in the older games, it seems like in order to get this boost, you have to take a hit somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They don't seem like they do that as much in the modern games.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one, if you take if you take only one positive trait, then you don't have to take a negative trait. But
Right.
if you take two positive traits, then you have to take a negative.
I
Oh,
like
I
to
see.
be greedy. I like to be greedy, which is probably going to be a flaw I get down the road too. So for those who don't know, Outer Worlds 2, they've improved a lot on the story and on the flaw system, and I'm not that deep in, but everything I'm hearing is good, and what I've seen so far has been great. But the
How-
flaws
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
are really neat in that, so before, flaws were always a punishment pretty much, and you basically said, oh, I want, it's like, oh, you've been doing this thing here, do you want to hurt yourself in this way, like flavor text. And it's like, no, I don't want to hurt myself in this way, sorry game. But now they actually make the flaws interesting. They're almost like a reward, like it's more of a reward than a negative, but it definitely still has a negative in a lot of cases. So it's kind of cool. People mentioning like there's a flaw, for instance, like if you tend to be all over the place, like, you're always putting points, like this time you're leveling up your luck or your strength or whatever, you're mixing your skills, you're not really like focused anywhere and kind of a jack of all
The
trades.
scatterbrain
You can get a-
perk.
Yeah, you essentially it's like that. I don't remember what the name of it is, but I think it might be scatterbrain
way.
or like ADHD or something, because
That's great.
it makes you put your points into one of your lowest skills every time you level up if you take it. So you got to kind of keep things even.
I'm
there's
super
al-
interested in this skill for this amount of time, and then next week we'll play with this skill.
But
That's
then there
kinda
are
fun.
benefits too. Like there's one for sneaking, for instance, and this is one I think almost everybody's seen because let's be real, everybody sneaks. Like the REM song, everybody sneaks. And
Sometimes.
And so you can get a flaw called bad knees. And if you have bad knees, so you sneak faster. Like, and I bet Ray already has this, so he's going to tell us in a second. But if you can sneak faster, so it's much more effective. So like if you spend a lot of time sneak, it's great. But then whenever you stand up, bad knees, your knees crack, your knees creak, and people are way more likely to detect you.
Yeah,
Do you
I can
have it
hear
yet,
you.
Ray?
No, I didn't take it. I mean, yeah, you get it really easily. But yeah, no, I didn't take that one. The one flaw that I do like is over prepared,
Ooh,
and that's the
blame that
one
one.
where if you reload your weapon before it runs out of rounds and reloads naturally, eventually you'll get the over prepared perk, and that gives you, I think it's 40% more rounds in your weapon.
What could be the negative there?
And the negative on that is that if you do run out, if you don't reload before you run out, then
The gun breaks forever.
for 8 seconds.
Oh wow, it jams.
So
So you can't
Okay.
reload for a while. It prevents. Okay. So you always want to, before that clip runs out, you always want to throw in a new clip.
But yeah, it amuses me that we'll both be deeper into the game next week when we're starting New Vegas. But but I got.
I'm almost to the end of Paradise Island.
Is that the second or third?
First, no,
planet?
the first planet.
Okay. So yeah, okay. So good. Yeah.
Is
so
it on
we will,
tracks like the last one, or more open worldy?
It's similar, but a little bit more. Okay, I'm only in the first area too, so I can't really say a whole lot more. But supposedly there are a few more planets once you get a little over halfway through. There's like a climax near the late middle, and then another one near the end, and things really open up there.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it seems good. And like I said, we'll talk about it more next week, which I'll probably be maybe a third of the way through at that point, hopefully on the second planet, and you'll be like most of the way done. But we'll see.
Most of the
I got
way
that.
done.
And I also I dabbled with a game called Ball X Pit this week.
Is that ball against pit? Like we're playing like their
You know-
opponents, or ball times pit, like we're lifting it to the pit power, or what?
Right. Yeah.
What is happening?
Ball times pit equals good time. That's the equation here because I'm really enjoying it. No, there's this thing video games do where they put like X, and sometimes it's cross. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like what is it? What's Mortal Kombat cross Tekken or something? You know, like they'll do. And then sometimes it's X, and sometimes it's versus. You just don't know. You don't know what they mean when they put it there, but it's there. It's a thing.
It's like the new Godzilla movies. It was like Godzilla versus Kong, and the new one was Godzilla X Kong, and you're like, okay, are they buddies now? What's going on?
Right. Yeah. What happens if you multiply Kong times Godzilla?
Oh my God, Super Kaiju. Let's do it.
Damn, that's an ugly baby.
Do we have the technology?
So, but Bollock's Pit is okay. So it's another in the round of lately, like the last couple years, there have been these indie games that are essentially roguelikes, but really fun and addictive, and you just want to do one more round. For me, it kind of started. Vampire Survivors was a big one. Slay the Spire, the card game. Balatro, obviously last year, Balatro, even more than Vampire Survivors. Like there's these games where you play around, it's like 10 to 20 minutes, you know, a little bit longer, but I think in Bollock's Pit you can't go. You finish by 20. But you get these rounds and like it's so addictive and your characters like slowly level up, you slowly get better. And so they're like a roguelike where you are restarting a run each time, but you unlock things, you do more things, you discover, you learn how to play. And so Bollock's Pit is one of the newest of those. And this is kind of like Breakout meets Diablo in that. So
what?
Okay. So here's the start.
Okay, elevator
the game shows
pitch.
up.
Get me here. Breakout.
The game shows
right?
up, and you see a
Brickles.
city on the hill, like the white city of Gondor. Okay, it's a nice tiered city on a hill, and you're like, oh, that's a cool city. And then this big ball comes out of nowhere, this glowing meteor, and it hits the city, and suddenly it says, Balbalon has fallen. Because
Balbalon?
yeah, it's the fall of Balbalon. Anyway, so it falls, and just all that's left is this huge pit. And so now you're going into the pit, and you're trying to clear out all these undead skeletons and stuff they're showing in there. So essentially, you as a fighter, you get lowered in the pit, and then you have a ball and you got to shoot it, and it's like Breakout, like, but the skeleton creatures keep coming down the screen, like they keep coming towards you, like, you know how like Tetris or something advancing towards you,
Like Centipede
like the opposite
or
of Tetris, actually.
Aliens,
goes up,
not
this goes
aliens.
down.
What's it called?
Yep.
Space,
But it's
Space
Invaders.
Invaders.
Not
yeah.
completely vertical, like, you know how Breakout is completely vertical, right? And then the blocks kind of lower over time. This is at an angle. It's isometric. So you're walking down like these corridors and these tunnels and these fields, and like different creatures are coming at you. And then after a while, you get a boss. But as you go, you know, you collect things and you level up. You get gems and coins and you spend them. You get balls. You get so many balls, and then you can fuse them, and you can do so much. It's like it's great. So it's fun. So like a run. I'm getting better at it. I've done like maybe 4 or 5 runs now, and the hilarious thing is, after you do a run, you go back to your camp, to your home base, and then you get to plant stuff, and suddenly it's like a little farming sim. Like, just it's only a tiny part of the game, but you
Animal
get resources. And I have a feeling it'll get bigger.
Woo.
You have a feeling it'll get bigger, but then it's like, and deploy your farmers to harvest your fields. So you deploy the farmers. You know what the farmers do? They bounce like balls. They go out and they go at angles, and they harvest this field, and they boing, and then they harvest this field, and they boing, and it's just ridiculous.
That's odd.
It's an odd little game, but I'm definitely enjoying it. So this is going to be one that I'll play in between sessions when I can only sit down for like 20 minutes. And
Wow.
should be playing other stuff.
That does sound pretty sweet.
It's a good time. I love these kind of indie games. There are some others that have come out recently that I haven't checked out, but October was such a gameful month. Like, I don't think we really talked about it last week, but I mean, we talked about Vampire Bloodlines 2 and all that, but I don't think I mentioned that Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D came out too. And Dragon Quest, which was Dragon Warrior on the NES, was my first RPG. My first console RPG. I had played Ultima on PC. I didn't know what I was doing, but I played Ultima 3 on PC a bit before that. But Dragon Warrior on NES was my first real console RPG. And so remaking that is like super nostalgia, the music, the videos. I think, actually, I don't know if this is one for you, Andrew. I do have a game recommendation for you that I was going to save for Iguana bit. So I'll mention it again there.
Sweet. Don't forget.
but the original Dragon Warrior is very much something you would have enjoyed. And so the remake is a little bit maybe too modernized to give you that full retro feel that I know you love. But maybe you or Mo would like it. It is on Switch, regular Switch. I think so. Switch 2, Andrew.
You're tearing my fucking heart out, Jess.
Just like Fallout 4 Anniversary is going to be Switch 2.
I'm going to not play the Anniversary Edition. I'm protesting.
Hold out for the Switch version.
And the economic outfall for Bethesda is going to be devastating.
It will be. They'll be devastated. You'll be like, I want a worse version and I want it now.
I want to play my crappy old version.
But that's what Ray thinks we're saying every time we talk about playing on Xbox. So,
Ray's like, he wants to crash downtown. He loves crashing downtown for some reason.
Speaking of which, I'll wrap up my gameplay, such as it is, by saying myself, Solior, a few of our other friends, like we're prepping for the Roundtable. Remember, we're rolling characters next week, y'all. November 14th, Friday, we're rolling characters next week. I've already got a list of like 6 or 7 people who have said that they want characters rolled for them. And then also a few others who are going to roll their own, because that's always a choice. You can have us roll, you can roll your own. But I will also start a thread on the Facebook group, and we'll remind people here and there, if you want a character, ask us so we can roll them next week. But we're trying to decide where we're going to play it because of the wonderful things he does. I've played New Vegas, I've only done like 4 playthroughs in New Vegas now, so I haven't done anywhere near as many as some of the other games, but it's a bit. And I've never played it modded. And Ray has played it modded. It looks really pretty. And I've watched other friends play it modded, and it looks really pretty. So despite the fact that I screwed up so badly trying to play Fallout 3 modded on PC last time I tried, I think I do want to try New Vegas on the PC. But then I'm only going to play when I'm less likely to just play like chilling out.
You won't play on the couch. You need to get... Okay, so they probably have some remote thing, right? Can you... No.
Yeah, Steam does big screen mode.
Yeah, you can do Steam big screen mode if you hook it up. Or you can do can you do the thing where Steam sends it to another thing to play?
Yeah, I was kind of asking about that, like bouncing it to your TV somehow.
I think that takes a Steam link or something like that. And then there's the NVIDIA one, but I don't want to do that. Anyway, long story short, I am seriously considering playing on PC. So we'll see. We'll find out next week. Exactly. Or, find out shortly after next week if I'm still not installed it on Friday and say, I'm going to do it tomorrow and roll my character.
No, you won't.
You know how it goes. But yeah, so that is me. I want to hear about your Arrays gameplay.
Ray, what's up? Got a chance playing a video game, sir?
I did play a little bit of video games.
Let me guess. You played, let's see, did you get any London in? And I assume the new Outer Worlds 2. Did you play anything else?
Yeah. Well, I got to say, forgive me, Todd, for I have sinned.
Oh, no. What happened?
It's been 10 days since the last time I played Fallout.
Oh, my God.
Definitely a lot of No Man's Sky.
Oh, nice.
I went through the expedition for a 4th time.
I was gonna say you were already on round 3 last week, I think.
Yeah, but
how many days does it take to go through?
Character. It just took me a few hours.
And for a normal person, like if I tried, someone who actually knows the game better than me. How about that? But not like you.
Yeah, easily 10 hours.
Okay,
or less. But now we're into the redo expeditions. So they every
past seasons or
November,
whatever, yeah.
December they play the previous seasons. Plus they've added because it worked. The timing worked out. Part of the reason why they rushed the last ones. The last one was only 3 weeks, where normally they're 6. But they wanted to get this Redux done today, November 7th. Because it was
11/7
in 7, so Mass Effect. So they're redoing the beachhead, which is where you get the reward. You get the frigate ship,
the
Normandy.
Yeah.
So that one started today.
The Mass Effect Celebration Day.
Yeah.
You'll have to explain the reference to me.
Just real quick thing, because I want to interrupt Ray's game. Your rank as a Spectre, which is a kind of a cool agent character that you play in the Mass Effect series, is an N7. Military
I
rank
see, like a
N7.
007 or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's why I've got like that shirt with the big white and red N7 on it that I wear sometimes. Yeah.
Oh,
And it's November 7th.
Yeah.
hilarious. All right, Ray. Sorry to interrupt. What you
That's
doing
fine,
over
all right.
there in No Man's Sky?
So that was just it. Reddit expeditions and stuff.
What was this one's themed?
This was kind of a follow up to the Corvette building. So it
said
gave
it
you
was-
some new parts. It was a pretty simple one.
With each
Um,
expedition, do they release? What's the carrot at the end of the rope for each season? or whatever,
So
you know?
it's a variety of different items that you can, if you do the expedition once, every other character that you have, both new and old, can go unlock those reward items and have them in your playthrough. So
Do you have to go do something, or are they just in a menu somewhere?
yeah, there's a vendor in the space anomaly that lets you pick up anything that you've
For
been awarded in any of the expeditions.
for like 73 billion credits.
No, it's just items. Usually, I mean, it's sometimes it's ships, sometimes it's frigates, sometimes it's
Nice.
multi tools, backpacks, armor, stuff like that.
And do you find that stuff useful, or when you just play normally, do you just fall back on your old stuff?
No, it's useful stuff. It's depending on like I had a character that was the agent of Atlas, so he has all of the Atlas, armor and staff and all that good stuff. So
it's not like Fashnak Moscow. They're just like a skin of some kind that doesn't actually do anything.
yeah, no, they pretty much are.
They
I
are.
mean, they
okay.
don't really actually do anything. They just make you look cool.
The armor doesn't like boost your actual HP or defense level or anything.
No,
Oh,
that's all done separately
okay.
because all that stuff is really not that important to gameplay. It helps in some
Scoff.
aspects, for the most part. If you don't want to worry about armor, you can run around without any particular armor on, just in a spacesuit, and
you can boost your defense in other ways.
Yeah. So, but
It has been
yeah,
so
so that's
long
been
since I
fun.
played No Man's Sky.
I just took a quick peek, and I've got 40 hours now in Outer Worlds 2.
Well, you earned
40
your
hours
paycheck.
already?
Yeah.
I'm at maybe 4 and 5. Nice.
So
Jess is still in the character creator.
No, I was not that slow this time. I found a cool character and stuck with her.
yeah,
Like,
so I've been playing around with it a lot. I've been through the starting mission 7 times now.
really?
Yeah.
Explain just to see the differences?
Just
or-
to see the differences, because there's one was figuring out what the best, so they do a really mean thing to people like me.
Mhm.
So the build that you start with doesn't have to be the build that you play the game with. So I was going through with different configurations of skills to see what was the easiest way and quickest way to get through the starting mission.
Okay. And that was what you're going to stick with, or not necessarily? You just wanted to know.
No, and then I respec, to the character build that I wanted to have.
Okay.
When I got, to the actual start of the game. And then there's 2 different sections that you can go through. You can either go through the command center or the security ops. So I had to go through those, both sides, figure out which one of those I liked the best. And then I had gotten started on, as a stealth character, because, that's what I do is stealth. And I found out, pretty quickly that stealth is not a great way to go in Outer Worlds 2.
I mean, there are probably some regions where it is more than others, but
Yeah.
what's bad about it so far for you?
Well, so many of the fights are inside,
Mhm. Yeah.
in cramped spaces.
Yeah.
I found that silenced weapons are not silent. So,
Oh, is there a chance to hear on them technically or
yeah,
something?
because you can go into a room and there's somebody clear on the other side of the room, and there's a guy right near where you came in. You shoot him, and it's not like he's like and slowly dying, but the guy clear across the room is like aggravated and starts looking for you. So it wasn't as sneaky as I had hoped,
Hmm.
and the silenced weapons aren't as powerful. So then I wanted to see what a science build was like, and what
they're not as powerful, and they give you away. That seems like it's a bad weapon.
Yeah, and
I mean,
I didn't even take bad knees.
right. But I mean, they don't necessarily give you away, Andrew. It's just that they're muffled as opposed to silent, which that would be a different. And it's kind of like if you put a silencer on a gun in Fallout, it'll reduce damage in a lot of cases too.
Yeah.
Or at least range or something.
Yep. A little bit
Ray,
of both.
I took the bad knees perk, and I'm not even playing the game.
Yeah. I have the bad knees perk, so I knew not to take it in the game.
I was thinking a good trade-off for the sneak would be if the only food source in the game were switched to bean burritos, so then like anytime you were sneaking, you leaned down, had the chance to just fart all the time. People would be like, "What's that?"
Every time you crouched.
I smell something. There's a cloud over there.
So the other really cruel thing that they've done to me is there is loot everywhere.
Does it do something?
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
There.
Yes, it's
So
there.
you have to pick it up.
And I've got to go see
if it does something.
What's in this little building. Okay, maybe it's only some purple berry crunch, but I had to check because it might have also been an advanced key, to be able to open a secret chest somewhere. So, I mean, you're having to find scraps of paper. You have to read every single terminal you find, because that can give you information that you can use later in a conversation with an NPC that'll dramatically change the outcome of that conversation. That's why it's taken me so long to get through the starting planet, is because I've been, to every single outbuilding, jumping on roofs, finding holes in the roof to fall through to get into something that you're, that you can't get into otherwise.
Right. It is that kind of open world with a lot to discover, like a lot of secrets, and much more than they had on Outer Worlds 1, at least from my recollection. It reminds me more of Avowed, where Avowed had a lot of chests, and they're doing a good job here with that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then originally on my sneak character, I didn't really do hacking or lockpick, but then I discovered that there are so many locked containers in this place that not having lockpick just wasn't going to fly.
Yeah. I mean, I might regret what I did. I mean, speech and medical, I think, are like kind of what I'm focused on to start, and that may not be the way to go, but we'll find out what's going. Rando in chat mentioned he died like 3 times in the first. Maybe I shouldn't expose him like this, but whatever. I started. He used up his inhaler while on the ship because he ran out of charges because he kept hitting the wrong button.
Okay, so
sorry, man.
Here's a tip.
Spamming your stim pack.
Spoiler alert. Every time you see an auto dock, use it whether you need it or not. Because the one thing that they would tell you, it charges up your inhaler. And so even the one on your ship, whenever you go in there, use it and it'll add charges. Yeah, I run around usually with between 20 and 30 charges on my inhaler at all times.
That's sweet. And I saw there's a perk we can get that'll give you more charges too, or like 25% more every time you use an auto dock, which I think I'll get that as soon as I can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that bad. Like, I'm only playing on normal. I don't know what you decided to go with.
I would play on normal since it's, technically my first time playing the game.
Yeah, I love how the Moon Man reinforces that too. You know, after you go in, like after this first time you're back, after you make a character and you play and you go back in, and he's like, "Oh, you picked normal, eh? That good choice for first game. Good to have someone with sense around here." I love the Moon Man's little commentary every time you load up the game. It's nice.
Yeah, and it changes as you progress.
So yeah, he will narrate as you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like Three Dog, like whatever latest thing you kind of did gets on
Yeah.
the radio.
So yeah, so that's been eating up most of my game time has been Outer Worlds. But yeah, so right now so I got almost to the end of the first planet, and then decided I wanted to change my build. Now I'm going through and I'm using the gunslinger model.
Are you just respecking or whatever, or are you like you went all the way
start
back?
over.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can't you can only respec at the
At the
very
end of the thing.
beginning of the start of the game, which is kind of weird, but I mean, really, just the only reason to respec is if you loaded a your skills just to get quickly through the first part of the game, the prologue.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the classic, when you're leaving the vault, this is what you've chosen. Are you sure? Like in 101 and 111. In a way, it's like that, isn't it? Kind of, because you play through a little bit and then you get the chance to respec.
Yeah, but the thing is that I mean, it's definitely more like Fallout 3, where you play quite a bit before you
Right.
leave.
It's not immediate. Yeah. Like 111
Fallout
is probably
4,
much
I mean,
quicker. Yeah. that's
what do you
10 minutes,
really do?
20 minutes.
There isn't anything you can spec in, that's really going to help you, get through, except if you worry about rad roaches biting you.
Mhm.
And so you spec in strength and endurance. Yeah, so the gunslinger's been a lot of fun. It's the run and gun style is the way I'm going. And definitely one of the things that I found is that your background, while it doesn't really affect anything, for the most part, it does give you some interesting dialogue choices as you go along. So each one of them will give you different dialogue choices that you can pick down the line. But so my gunslinger is going with gambler.
Okay.
So it's come
And
up
as the background, gambler's the background.
This is the background. So that's come up as a little, flavor text as you go.
I was going to say, since you've gotten further, is it really just flavor text? Does it influence decisions much? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Definitely, finding all kinds of fun loot, making all kinds of cash.
In chat, I mean, in our notes, you put so much to absorb. It's a new game. There's always a lot to learn. Like that's kind of one of the best parts is learning all the systems and that discovery.
Yeah. And I never actually read the article, but I did see an article where they talked about the developers said that they made it so that builds can fail.
Right.
On
That's
purpose.
something that was important for them. Yeah. Yeah, that you can put yourself into a corner with your bad choices.
Yeah.
Which I kind of appreciate that, the fact that they give it multiple endings again, from what I've heard, like that New Vegas style thing where you can choose factions and such, and you can have builds that fail and just aren't super effective. Like that's great.
Yep.
I mean, like also Salur says, he says that would suck so much. And yeah, it would. It does when it happens, right? So, I mean, that happened to some of us in the first time we played Oblivion back in the day, because that was the same thing there. You could be like, oh, I'm putting all my points in crafting and speech because I'm a sly devil. And then you're like, I'm a sly devil who can't fight worth garbage.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's awesome, right? Awesome.
But, yeah. So those are the only two games I've really played this week.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. How about
more
you,
than
Andrew?
me?
Wait, what?
Said more than me.
Did you only play one game?
Well, actually, no. I play Shelter too. But no, this is actually kind of tragic. Last week we were talking. It was Halloween last show, right?
Yep.
Right. I'm sorry. I don't mean to Bump, are you?
No, I was
is
done.
Gameplay
Yeah.
done?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about shelter and how like I was running through. I started the shelter just to go so fast, just so I could get all the Halloween costumes real quick. That was the whole point, just to see how fast I could get settlers up to those levels to get those rewards. So I did on November 1st, Saturday morning. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back, go out and get some more rewards. One party had come back with my first skeleton costume from the first quest out of a one of 6 quest lines. So there were 6 quests altogether. And so I assumed that the cool Halloween rewards would have gotten more, but I don't remember what else there is. It's just the ghost and the skeleton as far as I remember. But the whole point is that party got back. I collected my first skeleton costume. Then I went to start the next quest, and they had removed all the Halloween quest lines. Fucking November 1st, Saturday morning.
Oh, jeez.
They were
Wow.
you're done. Fucking November 1st midnight. You're fucking
They are
done.
On it.
That's
I was like,
usually when
holy
Bethesda
shit.
releases Halloween content.
Right. Like they're usually behind. Exactly. Like we were fighting sports still until, well, like Tuesday, right? No,
Yeah.
until last Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's for some reason, yeah, Tuesday I thought was when usually things switch over. They like cycle through. Like if you look at the icon of the game on my phone, it still has the Halloween vampire vault boy face and everything. It still has the Halloween thing. It makes it look like, oh yes, we're still in Halloween mode, but you can't access any of the Halloween stuff. It's really weird. And I wanted to toss out there just so you guys can figure out my puzzle. I named this Vault 800. Why? Why did Andrew name it Vault 800? 800.
Vault 800 because
Of
you
the
checked your
Halloween
time and you
vault.
played for 800 hours.
Oh, I wish.
Halloween vault. Is that a Halloween address?
It's close. You know how I like to do that thing where I make substitute, swap out letters for numbers.
Oh, is it
that
boo?
It's
Is it
boo. Yeah, so that was Vault 800, and I thought I was going to go get a bunch of costumes, but like they clipped that off real quick. So I don't know. I just might kill that vault. It's like I got like 3 ghost costumes and 1 skeleton. Like, but I guess it was kind of a fun speed run. Like I'd never done a speed run, and it's always a long, slow play in Shelter. So I'd never done like a quick hurry up
This
and
was
do
a
this thing
beeline.
real quick. Yeah, but they're going to add that sort of stuff. It seems like
Right.
with seasons. You know what I mean?
Seasons will encourage you to speed run, I think. Yeah. Kind
Yeah,
of like
yeah,
Ray's
yeah.
Expeditions or other things like that. Yeah. Like
Right.
where you have a goal, you got to jump in and play that way.
I was skeptical when you started talking about changing my shelter, but
Of course.
I might be open. I might be open to it a little bit.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. All right. Actual real gameplay that they actually let me play. Stupid bastards. I downloaded Outer Worlds 2. Haven't played it at all yet, but it's ready to go if I wanted to like start a character and just start fumbling around a little bit. But I did not play the first one, so I have zero reference. I don't know what you're talking about, inhalers and shit. I assume that's an HP regeneration
It's
type.
your stim pack,
So,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
But I just, from context, I can figure that. But I have zero, Moonface. I assume he's the big host guy you see on the cover art of everything, and
That's him.
that's just about all I know. It's a space game. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's just about it.
Well, and yeah, you really don't need to know anything from the first game.
Yeah, I think you said that. So it's at least you can go into it. But is it possible to connect the two? Like, so I know some people like Victor would like to carry characters over, but he would just create them and pretend they were actually the same character. But I remember like Mass Effect or something. Didn't they have the ability to bring in old characters into a new modern
Yeah.
game or something?
Yeah, where the game save files informed each other. Games that'll
Yeah.
do that. That is pretty cool. Like, like The Witcher, you could let it know certain key decisions and it would pull stuff forward. Mass Effect, 100%, you pulled characters through. Dragon Age, it pulled stuff from your save file. Banner Saga. Like, there are games that do that, but there haven't been that many that I can think of.
Pay a
No.
coin for your Witcher. All right. Let's see. What have I been doing in games? So, I've been running across like workshops, Power Armor Station, weapons bench, armor bench, stuff like that, chemistry bench, just like in the middle of levels. And then I was like thinking, have I ever needed a weapons or armor bench in the middle of, like, I'm in the middle of green tech, industries running around. I'm in the middle of, have I ever, then I was thinking, okay, maybe if I was over encumbered and needed to scrap something, but in order to make a weapons bench useful, since you can't connect to all of your junk, you would literally have to have the junk items needed to make the modification on you to make the modification mid-battle or whatever. And they won't even let you use it mid-battle, but you know what I mean, mid-quest or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking, like, has there ever been a case where you guys have, like, say, oh, sweet, oh my God, fucking finally a weapons bench, like, in the middle of your quest? Have you ever, like, been, oh, sweet, now I can put on this scope or, like, boost up my thing? I was just thinking, why do they even put these in here?
No, I find myself doing that a bit.
Do you? Okay.
Well,
I was just trying to think of what context they could be useful.
So, adding or subtracting a mod, for instance, say you get a weapon with a mod you want to use, you can pull the mod off. In Fallout 4, you can pull the mod off, scrap it, put it on the other, right?
Oh, that's a good point, because sights, great outside, fucking suck indoors. You're right.
Yeah, and that goes for, multiple armors and stuff. But I was thinking more 76, and 76 happens all the time because I want to scrap stuff down for weight reasons. Like, in 76 is necessary. In 4, maybe not quite as much. But also, I use some of those benches to store. So, like, say I'm going into a dungeon, without choosing a building specifically, and I get too much loot that I can't fast travel and I can't, waddle back.
Oh, it's your
I will store it in the bench. I will store it in the bench and, again, finish the dungeon, then store it in the bench, and
smart.
Back and forth. Yeah.
So, okay, yeah, storage, I get that. But I was just wondering, and then I also thought, wait a second, you're not the only person in this world. Those NPCs who live in that location also need to modify their weapons, dummy.
Yes.
For real. I'm just being selfish. I'm being self-centered. Let the world breathe.
Look at the quality of a lot of Raiders armor. They don't use it as much as they should.
Don't.
I'm just
they
saying.
really don't.
No.
I was like, come on, boost this stuff up, you guys. They need to take the right perks, that's all.
It's just so funny how you're like 5 months into this survival settlement playthrough of Fallout 4, and we are now getting Anniversary Edition with new stuff and all that. And we'll talk about that in a minute, but it is funny.
And I probably
we're not playing it.
Well,
we're not playing it because we're playing New Vegas instead. So
we're not playing it. Listen to her. Right.
I mean,
I dare you to not play it, Jess. Come on, you're gonna be like, oh, I just want, I just thought I'd start it just to see it.
I'm sure.
I just want to play a little different, and then you're gonna get sucked into a 3-week thing. Come on.
It won't really affect Ray as much and stuff. Of course, probably might not even be installing or upgrading because they don't want to screw.
No, it's a downgrade for him.
but for console players, I need to at least install it, make sure things work, and test what they're doing. Yeah.
That's the thirst trap right there.
You know it.
Hauling you in. Cambridge Polymer Labs. I had forgotten how fun that place is. I thought it was frustrating.
With the gas.
Yeah, they trap you at Molly, I think her name is, a robot. Traps you into a clean room, and you're like, oh, wait a second. Hey, not that I couldn't see that coming from a fucking mile away. She's like, walk inside this door, So, you go in there, and then the door auto shuts, and you're like, hey, Molly, can you let me out? She's like, nope. So good luck. Find your other way through it. But, it's just like a normal dungeon, but there's also you find all the weird chemical containers, and you have to put them in the terminal to get them to identify the chemicals, and then you have to figure out the formula, put the correct chemicals in the correct order, and then go find the isotope deeper into the thing. Like, you don't have to do any of this. Like, it's not really part of the quest, but as you're in there and you just stumble upon this weird, like, this terminal and all these weird containers and just sort of fumble around for a bit. It's like, oh, I just see what they're doing. I vaguely remember this from 100 years ago. Right. Okay. So what's going to happen here? And then it's like, okay, now go look at your observation window. I'm like, observation window? What is, oh, it's producing something. Cool. Let's go over and look. And then like it pops out a piece of like power armor chest piece called the piezonucleic power armor chest piece or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's fun. I forget what it does though. What does the piezonucleic thing do? But
I don't remember.
I was like,
Piezo is sound related, right?
pressure, I think.
Yeah.
Because-
So just taking a quick look. I mean, it's Cambridge polymer. What are the effects?
Yeah, I'm not even sure what it does. But I just was like, it was totally. I knew that something was gonna happen. Like I had that tingling in the back of my brain. Like, okay, you've done this before. It might have been 10 years ago, but you've done this before, and you found that. But it was just like, okay, just keep going with this. See what this is. There's little things, and I just love like the fact that I found just like a little tiny thread, and you just give a little tug, and then like two weird containers pop out. You keep pulling the thread, and you're like, oh, they're doing something here. And I just love
Yeah.
little things like that in the game. It's just so fun.
Okay, it increases the regeneration rate of your AP depending on how high your rads are. Somehow it converts your
rad
rads into
boost AP. Nice.
Yep. I was thinking that it like absorbed electricity and recharged your fusion cell or something, which would make sense, but no.
Yeah, I have been getting some pretty interesting legendary pieces with the armor. Right now I'm in the Santa suit, so I'm not wearing armor, but a couple of weeks ago I was like trying to do this neat balancing act where it's pretty similar to Bloodied, I guess, and how you guys do it in Fallout 76, but it was just like all the different power armor pieces, not power armor, just regular legendary armor pieces I had would give me a boost the lower my health was. So if you and then there was one that's like the higher your radiation is. So like they kind of agreed with each other, you know what I mean? So like I had four different pieces that were all like benefiting it in different ways. So like it was just really fun because it boosted like all my fucking special stats above thing, made my damage resistance super high, and just like it was really awesome. I would get one hit a lot, like one shot and die because my health bar was so low. But it's really neat to see if you find like 4 or 5 different pieces of all those things, you can really get sort of a a really decent set of armor going on with there. And then I don't remember exactly what any of the pieces were called, like there's rad powered or and all that. But so that's been fun. Playing survival mode, I just got the reminder yesterday because I finally went up to I almost call it Solitude. What's the Sanctuary? I went up to Sanctuary and sort of cleaned out the last dregs of my initial settlement of where I established stuff and moved the bobblehead stand and got all the bobbleheads and moved everything over to the castle where I've sort of established my main hub. And then I looked in the weapons bench, just sort of collecting all the legendary items to bring over, and it's just like, holy shit, I can't do all this. And I'm recruiting people and loading down people. This is like, wow, survival mode really does load you down with just like so many, and you're so
little to carry weight.
You need them in the beginning that you're all just like, give me the legend, just all the legends you have, and then eventually there's a threshold where you're like, stop with the legendaries. I cannot carry all these fucking legendaries. Please just knock it off, will you, game? Because I can't. It's just like Ray. If it's there, I'm not as bad with the junk, but if there's a legendary there, I'm not going to leave a legendary weapon on the ground. I'm just not going to do that, even if I'm not going to use it. I fully know that this is not something I will ever use, but it's not going to sit. I'm not going to let that rust in the field. It's coming back. Oh my God, am I the Brotherhood? Oh no! Yuck.
You're a little more.
Instead of hoarding technology, you're hoarding legendary
legendary effects, exactly.
And you're a little more willing to share, Yeah,
I distribute them out to all the settlers and stuff.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's like, you guys wear this. I lost Travis, which is interesting.
Where?
I don't
Do you
know.
Oh, I guess that's why he's lost.
I just noticed yesterday. I was like, oh, Travis isn't with me. I guess he didn't hop on the last Vertibirds flight, so he went back to the castle. He's not hanging out anywhere. He's like, okay, wait a second. Let me activate his quest, because that'll certainly pop up the quest markers, and it'll identify where everything is, right? So I pop it open, and it's on the brewery. So I'm like, oh, maybe he just repopulated back at the brewery. Let's
Right,
go
that's where we
back
gotta
and
go next.
yeah, let's go back and check that. He's not there. So I was like, okay, well,
Whoa.
maybe if I, save Nahim. No, what's his name? I forget.
Did you enter the building though?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
enter the building at the brewery?
Yeah, I
Didn't
went in.
pop
I
with
checked
you?
to see if he's in the entry. He wasn't there. Went back outside. He wasn't sitting around outside. So I actually went and completed all the interior stuff in the brewery to see if,
so
maybe
you
he's
saved
up in the
Vadim.
final room or something. And I went and I completed it. I rescued the guy and the Bobrov, whichever guy
Yeah,
he is. Vadim. Thank you. And Travis is still not there. And Vadim is now stuck in the final room,
No.
just waiting for Travis to have that conversation or whatever they need to have. I forget what the final thing is, but I've rescued him. Travis is gone somewhere, and I have no idea. I assume if I wait 28 days, he'll pop up again or whatever.
I mean, maybe not even that long.
Or-
Maybe just find a comfy chair, but maybe outside the building. Go outside the
Go
building.
outside the building and wait a bunch.
In the wasteland and just wait for a day.
Have you listened to the radio? As you
Oh my
talk
God,
on the
he's
radio?
probably on the radio being like, Andrew, what are you doing, dude? I'm over here. You left me over here at Nordhagen Beach again, man.
Playing nothing but sad songs about his friend who always abandons him. Oh.
So that vertibird flew away. Yeah, so I'm going to dig into that a little bit, see if I can figure out where the hell Travis is, because that is stuck. So yeah, you're probably right. It's probably just to wait to let the cell reset or whatever, and then it'll probably bring him back. Let's see. Longneck Lukowski, haven't been over there in a long ass time. It's got that the legendary vendor when you walk into the conversation.
Yeah, that's Trader Riley.
Riley, yes. If you keep harassing her, she'll eventually pop up in the conversation wheel that's like, oh, hey, come work for me. So you can get legendary vendors. And I was thinking, what is the complete list of legendary vendors? You guys, have you exhausted that? Because I saw one the other day just on a video that I'd never even heard of before. But there's all kinds of these legendary vendors all over the place that
I think we did the whole list as a scream at your phone list about 4 or 5 years ago.
I'm an asshole for that. Jesus.
But you've got Tina DeLuca, you've got Riley, you've got obviously
Vault-Tec guy.
salesman,
right? The rep.
Yeah, you've got the armor dude,
the radio lady.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah, I think there's 8
the
or 9
guy
of
with the
them.
traveling bar.
Right.
traveling bar.
Okay,
Isn't
I am
there a
looking up
lemonade
legendary
stand out in the middle
vendors.
of the But anyway, the guy that I saw in the video was a Brotherhood scribe that is a legendary armor vendor. And over by Cambridge Polymer
Yeah, I
Labs,
like him.
as
Yep.
you hug the river, you pass a fallen billboard, and that can spark an instance or whatever. And I tried it like 10 times and got robots that killed me about 9 times in a row. So I couldn't get it to spark that guy. But then I was like, is that how this works? How would I reset that to retry that? Because I kept getting the same thing. So I'm like, it's not toggling through them.
It is a random encounter location. He is a random encounter. But once you trigger one in the cell you're in, which don't ask me how big a cell is again, it's not going to change if you're close enough to it. But yeah, I think I've only recruited the scribe like once, and it wasn't last playthrough. It was probably the playthrough before with Shinji, my brotherhood guy. I had the
right.
scribe. Yeah.
I wish that you could recruit Gene back to your place to just keep selling you dogs.
Dogs, yeah.
Right? Keep track of him, put him in a box, like
Give him a
stay
kennel.
here, dog boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come here, Gene. Good boy. Roll over. So yeah, I got Riley. That was the whole point of that. Lilty, that was fun. And I've been working on those railroad quests. I've been going out and doing them in batches. that makes
I-
sense. Like do like Desdemona's, then do Dr. Carrington's, then do Pam's, then do Tinker Tom's, and then go back and turn them all in at once, and then go back out and like collect their next quest, and go back out and do all 4 of their quests, and then come back in and turn them all in and go back. I'm on like the 3rd round of that, so I think I'm about to earn Ballistic Weave. That's the whole point of this. Is I got the Santa suit from the picket fences holiday thing. And I was wanting to see if I can. I didn't even look it up, so this could all be in vain. But I was hoping that I could apply the Ballistic Weave to the Santa suit, because it doesn't have any defense. It just has plus endurance, which is
Hard to say.
good. But I'm like, if they allow me to actually put Ballistic Weave onto the Santa suit, it can actually be a decent piece of armor too.
Armored Santa would be amazing.
Reminds me of that time that our good buddy did the Santa power armor. I remember that Fudge Muppet build he did. It was super fun. Ballistic Weave, Railroad Quest and Batches, and Vault 800. That's my gameplay, guys.
Yeah, speaking of Fallout 4 and the Railroad and Ballistic Weave, a quick shout out in the middle of the show to 2 first-time players I know. So it's funny.
First time
over
Fallout
in-
4 players? No way.
Yeah, first time
everyone's
Fallout 4
played.
players.
No.
And that's what's so cool. There are still people finding it, and I think at least one of them listens to the show. So first shout out to Zan. Zan England is in my Ancient Gamers Guild group, and 2 days ago he said, well, folks, I'm going to go ahead and make it official. Fallout 4 is my favorite game of all time. He's played 200 hours in the last couple months.
In the last
And,
200 hours.
Yeah, and we've been talking about the different endings, and he's done 2 of them now, and he hasn't even done Far Harbor yet, the full. But he loves it. He loves it. And I was just talking to a friend. He goes by Rizzler, Rizmodius, Riz something anyway. But he's a Starfield player, but he's trying Fallout 4 for the first time because we were talking about it, and he was asking me, how to get the Ballistic Weave just 2 days ago. And so I walked him through it and stuff. So yeah, just shout out to people playing
You need
Fallout
to
4
walk
for the first
me
time.
through it now. How many of these fucking rounds am I going to have to go through? Is it the same every time, or is it random, like when that becomes available?
Well, there's only 3 places that she sends you.
Okay, so
So
I'm on the
once
3rd
you-
place, so this has to
Once
be
you
it.
get once you get to the
You get it from Pam, not from Tinker Tom, right?
Yeah,
It's not a
right.
Mila
Two
thing.
quests in
It's
Pam
the
usually.
Dead Drop? No. What did she call him? The DIA, cache.
cache.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the abandoned skyscraper or whatever it's called.
And it's always the 3rd one you earn it?
Well,
or can it pop up at different times? I thought I
Yeah,
remembered
it
it
can
becomes
pop up.
available because what's the page guy? Drummer Boy? Doesn't he
Yeah.
run up and tell you oh, hey, Tinker Tom's got blah, blah, blah. He wants to talk to you. It's like, okay, this room is not large enough to necessitate you needing to come up to me, fucking Drummer Boy. Tinker Tom is literally 8 feet over there. He can just say, oh, hey, I got to talk to you for, fuck you, Drummer Boy. Get out of my face.
they got to give him something to do.
I guess. Send him out in the field.
Yeah.
Jesus criminy.
I've got bad news on the Santa and sexy Santa costumes.
Don't tell me. Stop it. Is it Switch 2?
No
What?
Ballistic Weave.
Oh, motherfucker. You just broke my heart, Ray. What fun thing can I put? What is the dumbest thing you can put Ballistic Weave on? The summer short suit, summer. What is that outfit called? The summer shorts outfit.
Yeah, I know it goes on the Page Boy hat.
Page Boy. Is that like the newspaper looking one? No.
Yeah, the one that Piper wears. I
Piper
think.
wears. Okay.
Yeah, summer shorts. You can put Ballistic Weave on that.
All right, so let's create Andrew's stupidest outfit with all the. Can you put Ballistic Weave on any headwear or eyewear? It doesn't go on any head or eyewear, correct?
So
Even the army. Ooh, how about those army helmets? Those combat armor helmets with the flashlight on the side.
it'll go on the Saltron helmet.
Oh, that's so dumb. Oh, but if I want to look dumb, this is the way to go.
Actually, maybe not. No, that just says it takes mods. Let me see. I know Definitely the page boy.
I know. It goes on at least one hat. There's no way they'll let you put it on any like glasses.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So the green rag hat.
Okay, that's all right. That's dumb.
And that one goes pretty good with the summer shorts because it's got a yellow bill and a green hat top.
Looks like I just got out of treatment. Summer shorts, green rag hat.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, because
that-
the
is
newsboy
that it?
cap is pretty normal looking. You know, that's just a regular flat cap.
Yeah.
But the green rag hat, that's pretty ridiculous. And then the trilby hat, that one will take it.
I say, what else would it? So you can't put ballistic weave on armor pieces. You can only put it on clothing pieces, right?
Right.
So
Yep.
the max amount you could do is 2 items then, like an outfit and a hat, because do you think can you put on the wedding ring? Can I make my wedding ring like super powerful or something?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, that'd be sweet. That'd be like enchanting rings, like it was Skyrim or something. Yeah. All right. So what are we getting into? Andrew's gameplay over. Oh, you guys want to play a game? You guys want to? Would you like to play a game?
What time is it? Game time!
So this week, I think Jess would like to play
Nerdhagen Beach.
Nerdhagen Beach. We're going with here. So I need to pull up my phone and in your Discord. If you're watching live, please feel free to play along. And everybody at home, if you'd like to play with us, go ahead and sign up for our Discord. Join us. We're doing some fun stuff, interactive stuff, trying to get everyone involved over there. So in the live chat, I'm going to post a emoji guy, and I just want you guys to guess which one we're going for. So the whole game, I post something, and you guess it by the clue. Pigcorn, I described, sort of gave you clues verbally, and this one is a visual version. So let's roll. All right, what are we gonna do first? Okay, let's do an easy one right off the top. Here, this one should be pretty easy, guys. Boom. All right, what you got? Let's see. We've got a reddish fruit with sort of a tannish spot and some eyes from that. Oh, boom! Rando got it off that. Solior, are you kidding me? Do you see Solior's answer? Gee whiz.
His
Mud fruit?
ans-
It's a mute fruit.
You mean going back into the thread with the Lior foot at the time?
No, in the live chat right now. I just posted the. Can you tell what that is, Jess? Do you see the emoji?
I am checking and I'm getting back where I belong. Oh, that's a rotten tomato.
Oh, come on. It's obviously a potato and a tomato smashed together.
Oh yeah. Yes, a tato. Of course it is.
a tato. Very good. He spelled it right. Leave him alone. All right. All right, let's do another one. Here. So, how do I do that again? Post a live. Emojis.
Sorry, I am back on the ball. I was looking at the wrong channel.
No, you're fine. All right. So look at this channel. Okay, this one a little bit more difficult, but probably not super tough. See if you guys get a clue on this one. Let's see. Got like a box full of stuff and an airplane.
Yeah.
What's a box full of stuff and an airplane? Santa.
I mean, kinda.
I give you a hint. Category. on
Wait,
your
no.
Pip-Boy.
Make the others answer before you give them any hints.
Well,
Crickets.
it would be better
Crickets.
if the
Crickets.
plane emoji didn't have a prop
Yeah, you're right.
because it should be a jet engine.
Yes, it should, but
Oh.
it should be a jet.
So apparently Ray knows what it is.
I think Cargo Bot.
We've got Golden Grasshopper, Santa, and Cargo Bot so far.
Oh, Golden Grasshopper. That's what he's going for. I thought he was saying crickets, like no one has any idea.
I mean, he might have been saying crickets.
Is it
too,
the
'cause
Golden?
he has
It
no
is
idea.
the Golden Grasshopper. Good job. So no, I'm kidding. Ray obviously gets it. Jess, you have any idea?
I'm with Cilior on this one. No,
Okay.
I mean jet, arc jet,
A bunch of
No.
stuff, jet.
jet package.
Box of junk.
Box of lots of various stuff that doesn't do shit. And
Junk
a
jet.
Junk jet. Good job, guys. All right.
Cilior Rando got it as you were saying, box of stuff.
All right, we'll do one more. One more we'll play here live. All right, so let's see. Let's find a good one. Find a good one here. All right, this is impossible, and no one is going to get this one. I was really stretching on this one, but I really think it's funny at the same time. All right, what you guys got?
Oh, I know this one right away.
Do you really?
I know this one right away.
I think we have a
Good.
soundbite.
It's the other name for pig corn.
Is it the other name for pigcorn? Nordhagen Beach?
Fist rooster.
It's a fist rooster. I wish it was fist rooster. It is fist rooster. It's everybody's gay fucking Hancock. Is that? Come on, that's a good one, right?
Yep, Hancock is great.
And is it Han or it's not Handcock, right?
No,
Is it
and,
Han-
yeah, there's no D in it.
Is it Hancock?
There's-
I couldn't remember. I was like, I'm not gonna look it up. No one will care anyway.
Yeah, who cares?
You guys got
Close
it.
enough.
It works. It works. All right. So that was this week's version of
Nerdhagen Beach.
Sweet Nerdhagen Beach, everybody. All right. So thanks for playing.
What time is it?
Game time. All right. So we've got a good deal of juicy Fallout 4 iguana bits with additional details. Let's see if I've got my can opener. Oh, here it is.
Jessica, to the office, please. Jessica, to the office. Your iguana bits are ready. Please come pick them up.
Juicy bits.
May not be that many bits, but they are. They're juicy. They're gourmet bits this week because we actually got clarification. Last week went over all the kind of cool stuff from Fallout Day. We talked through that and what Fallout 4 anniversary was supposedly entailing. But there were a lot of things we didn't know. What about the bugs that have been sticking around since the next gen update? What about the issues with what's it going to cost? Is it a separate install? A number of these things. Now, we don't have all the answers because they did not specifically address cost or separate install, but it looks like it will not be a separate install because today they just posted a graph. And, I have to say, it amuses me that the graph to me doesn't 100% clear things up. I'm going to post it in the Discord too because it made me laugh. So the graph basically it says Fallout 4, choose your edition, and then it shows on the left side it has base game, 6 official expansions, and over 150 Creation Club items. Okay, these are things you're getting. Great, but then it lists 6 different versions of the game. Which there aren't really that many versions of Fallout 4 yet. We joke about there being as many as Skyrim now with this, but there still aren't. But yeah, they still like
There'll never be as
standard
many
edition.
versions of Skyrim.
Standard edition, you just get the base game. Game of the Year edition, you get the base game with 6 official expansions. Okay, those are already out. Now for the new stuff. Anniversary edition, you get base game, 6 official expansions, and 150 Creation Club items. So that's the new 3rd version of the game coming out. It's only the 3rd release of Fallout 4. But then they say the Anniversary edition upgrade, you're going to get expansions and Creation Club items. And so what that means is there will be an upgrade path that if you have Fallout 4 Vanilla and you pay a certain amount for the upgrade, you're going to get all your DLC and Creation Club. Okay, so that's Anniversary is buying it full game. Anniversary Edition upgrade is upgrading the one you have. But then they show 2 more, which I didn't understand at first, but I think I've figured it out because, yes, they posted this without explanation either. So row number 5 has a Creations bundle. And that shows you just get 150 Creation Club items. So I guess you can buy the Creations bundle
the base
separately.
game, you only get the bundles and you can't play them. Awesome.
Well, exactly. But I think what they mean is if you already have Game of the Year edition, then you don't need to get the DLC or the base game. You're already going to have it. So there's a path to get the DLC and Creation Club or a path to just get all the new Creation Club content. Okay. That kind of makes sense, although it seems dumb. Apologies.
Stupid.
Just tell it like it is on this one, because it was put like it was a classic posted without comment. Except here's more information. I'm like, but I don't understand.
But this doesn't clarify anything. It only brings up more fucking questions.
Then the last column is a little bit of a troll, because the last column is Fallout 4 Season Pass. And y'all know the Fallout 4 Season Pass was the pass that essentially, if you got it, you got the base game and all future DLC. Well, all future DLC meaning, of course, the 6 official expansions. But I say it's a little bit of a troll because there's been an issue where people who got the Fallout 4 Season Pass and got all the DLC that way instead of individually or with Game of the Year edition like most of us did, they were, well, some of them were unhappy they didn't get any Creation Club content, because they're like, this Creation Club stuff is DLC. You said with Season Pass we'd get future DLC, but we don't.
It's
and of course,
not
they only meant
DLC, it's add-ons. There's a difference.
Right. Yeah, it's Creation Club stuff, and they only meant their 6 official DLC, but it made me laugh to see this. So I am going to share this in chat right now so y'all can see what I'm talking about, because they only just put it up a little while ago, and it made me laugh. But it is information. There you go. So y'all can figure out what I'm talking about there. As far as the actual cost, I'm still thinking $15 to $20 for the upgrade. Maybe, if we're lucky, maybe it'll be like $20 for the DLC and all the Creation Club stuff, and $10 for the Creation Club stuff. I would like it if it was free, of course. I mean, I wish it was, but I have a feeling, just like with the anniversary, we're going to get some stuff free. So let's get a little bit more into the good information I have. So that's the new stuff that just came out today, but the information I already had, this was on checking the date, November 4th, so Tuesday. They gave some clarification about the Creations menu update, which is kind of what they're calling the changes to the game. So first of all, I'm sure many of you already realized, but starting on November 6th, the mod menu on Fallout 4 has been down. So you can't download new mods, you can't set stuff up, but you can enable and disable mods on the menu, but you can't do anything else with it. And that's from the 6th until release on the 10th of anniversary. So they're undergoing maintenance because they're rolling out Creation Club. So, I mean, sorry, not the Creation Club. They're rolling out Creations. 2 different things. Creation Club, Creations. One's a club, one's plural. One means mods, one means verified DLC.
Oh, my God.
How did they not give them different? I mean, I get it, though. They were just so attached to the name. So when they brought it to, to Skyrim and they brought it to Starfield, they're like, Creations. It just sounds cool. And it does. It does, even though we've called them mods for 25 years and they could have just called them mods. But no, we need a branding. We need a trademark. So, probably not actually.
That was just their way of avoiding paid mod controversy.
Yes, exactly. It's verified creations,
These
not
aren't
paid
mods.
mods.
We're calling them something else.
Yeah, but I mean, and you guys know I'm a fan of the Creations program overall. I like what it does for modders. I like the idea of the verified creators being able to put stuff up, and I don't mind paying modders for doing good work. Obviously some are not as good as others, and there's something you should check ahead of time. It reminds me of the old days when you bought a game without reading a review back, from the bargain bin, and some of it ended up being crap. And that's the case occasionally with verified creations. But if someone does that too much, they get a reputation. Like if it's just a weapon reskin over and over again, people don't buy them. So, you get there. But there have been some really good ones. Anyway, back to it. So the creations will be coming to everything, and they'll be rolling out with the game on November 10th. So the patch notes, new features they officially clarified on. Creations menu. New in-game creations menu has been added. Easier to discover, download, and enjoy content from professional developers and enthusiasts. They do not say here, but I have heard that there will be some day one creations. So there will be stuff available to buy when it comes out. Okay, so we're getting all this new stuff with it, but there will be some day one, and maybe the first couple will be free. Gameplay and performance. Now, here's where I got really excited and had a bit of a hit tweet this week, because when I saw this, I immediately had to tell the world, because this is awesome. So VATS accuracy. First off, they are fixing VATS. The VATS hit chance is now consistent across platforms. You know how we were talking about shooting through walls the other day, Andrew, but also the way that when you have a ranged weapon, it keeps dropping to 0 randomly. Like you're targeted.
I did notice that, yeah.
Yep. Hops around. That's been a thing ever since the next gen update. I dealt with it a lot last playthrough. And so they are fixing that. So they're getting rid of the 0% That's getting locked. That's been fixed. Also, targeting enemies through walls without the penetrator perk has been fixed, which is good.
Awesome.
Because you don't want to penetrate when you don't plan on penetrating. I'm just saying.
Keep it out.
Yeah, exactly. Stability and crashes. So there is a better handling as far as the game working and functioning when there's a Bethesda net outage. Like right now, when Bethesda net goes down and we're using mods and stuff like that, it caused lockups if you had some official stuff for checking that. Crafting station crashes, they have fixed that so that it was crashing when you were playing with ultra-wide monitors and modern monitors, which guess what? A lot of us have now. It's taken a little while. When the game came out 10 years ago, we were all playing 1080p still mostly, or, something by 1200 if you're on PC. But now, now they've fixed that. Speaking of which, they're doing ultra-wide and super ultra-wide support. So if you want to play in 21 by 9, or like in my monitor, 32 by 9, you can actually do that, which I will just tell you right now, 32 by 9 is dumb. That's excessive. Every time I play a game that's 32 by 9, like Starfield tries to force that on me if I play on PC, it's too much. It's too much. But they're fixing the UI to match.
32 by 9. Do you have like 6 monitors side by side?
It's the equivalent
That's
of
crazy.
2 big monitors side by side. Yeah. So the HUD will scale properly, UI will scale properly, item previews, like your pop-up hints, all that stuff, menus, everything should work, because currently on ultra wide and super ultra wide, you would get small menus in the middle of your screen, and things that you just couldn't see right. The Pip-Boy map, you can now place markers and fast travel better on ultra wide, and you can also basically fixing a lot of stuff to deal with modern monitors. Okay, that makes sense. And also resolution detection. They can now detect a lot more resolution. So the big things here that were exciting is the VATS accuracy fix, which, yay, we needed that, and the shooting through walls, and the NPC crash, the NPC stutter that has plagued console and PC, plagued both systems with the new version.
Is that the downtown crash, or is that something different?
That's the one. Yeah, where if you have mods that modify NPC faces anyways that affect NPC looks, face gen, that data.
Oh, right.
The kind of stuff that used to occasionally cause like the black face or the pixelated face thing in the past, now it causes stutters. And the more mods you have that affect NPCs and NPC faces, the more stuttery and laggy it gets. Whereas if you get to the point where you have several mods, it starts to slideshow on you a bit. And it's been a problem ever since that came out. But I want to go back and mention
whenever it came out in April of 2024.
Yeah, well, and that's just it. I'm going to mention one more thing, and then we can talk about it a little bit. So the other thing that they said was, thank you for your patience as we work to roll these changes out and lay the groundwork for things like additional storage for creations. So finally, on consoles, on PlayStation and Xbox, with this update, we're going to be getting more than the 2 gig we had for mods.
Oh my God, we're going to get as much as Skyrim?
Skyrim has 5 gig. Maybe we get as much as Skyrim. Maybe we get 10. Maybe we make those Skyrim players jealous. What do you think about that, maybe?
No way. Skyrim is their baby. There's no way they'll ever let anything get as close to Skyrim.
Starfield has 100.
That's just generic Skyrim.
That's just crazy too. Just basically they said with so many planets, you need more room for mods. I don't know, but yeah. So
you can mod each individual planet.
For console players, that was my favorite thing. But Ray, you were going to say?
Well, and so that they didn't give it. That's not going to happen on the 10th.
That's what I don't know. So here's the thing: they posted this on the 4th, and they're shutting it down from the 6th to 10th. So it was when they were saying they were shutting it down, and they said, thank you for your patience. We rolled these changes out and lay the groundwork for things like additional storage for creation. So are they laying the groundwork the next 6 days and it happens on the 10th? Or are they laying the groundwork now and it happens later?
I get the impression that it's happening later.
My glass half full self wants it to be sooner, but I also think you're right. That's kind of what I'm reading into it too. But soon, hopefully soon.
Yeah. So I just want the fixes.
Yeah.
I don't care about any of the rest of the stuff.
We need the fixes. You and I were talking, and basically, like, this is what the next gen version should have been. This is the next gen version we deserved. when they rolled out next gen with a number of things that improved how it ran, but not much else. That just we were shorted, and I really think they did it when they did before it was ready because they wanted to coincide with the TV show releasing. So they did it second week after the TV show release, the week after.
And to, you know, it's hard to imagine that they, well, I can see maybe they weren't really sure how the TV show was going to take off, but I mean the game just took off after after the TV show, and Fallout 4 was the biggest recipient. And so I had it to have that crappy version, be the version that so many people tried for the first time. It's a little embarrassing.
Two minds about it, because I definitely agree with that. But people trying it for the first time, just getting into it, especially if they're doing it on a console, they aren't going to have those issues because they probably weren't adding a bunch of mods. You know what I mean? If they're new players, and so they wouldn't have seen some of the problems we had. And the next gen update was a real improvement on console. You didn't crash downtown as much. Everything was more stable. I mean, you got a few weirdnesses for sure, but
yeah. Well, and I always forget that there's people that don't play on PC.
Right. Well, I mean, what's wrong with them? Us.
Well, I mean, after all, you are 10% of the gaming world, so why not ignore everyone else?
But yeah, so I don't, I don't see doing any more than that. And my main install is Good Old Games, because that's what I'm using for London. And I don't expect to go back to Fallout 4 anytime soon.
Yeah, not until we do for other reasons. I mean, that makes sense. And I mean, of course, like we said, I'll get it installed, but I probably won't do a real playthrough for a while. It's so I'm excited about this, but this is what we probably should have gotten. And I imagine they always planned on, because they did. It was a year and a half ago, a little over a year and a half ago now. They rolled out Skyrim Anniversary. And then, was it 2.5 years ago? What is time? We got Skyrim Anniversary with Creations. And then we got Starfield with Creations. And you knew they wanted to do it for Fallout 4 too. Like, sure. What are they waiting for? And I guess it was the anniversary.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about the potential. And I'm excited for the mods that'll come. It may revitalize the modding scene a bit. I know there's also a chance it'll fracture it more, where you've got the classic Fallout 4 modders, the rollback, you've got people started next gen, and now another change. But this is essentially running on the next gen base. So it's really only a second split. Any creations and mods currently running on next gen should come forward on this with a few changes.
Yeah, and I think really the only reason there was a split was because of how badly it affected the mods. Yeah,
the NPC thing was huge.
Yeah. So I think with this, it'll probably bring all that back together, so that at least that's a little more cohesive.
Yep. So the Nexus, they posted an update earlier too on the official Nexus, the mod site, and they went over the information there about what it includes that we've already talked about, and then they give a warning, before you dust off your Pip-Boy and start any playthrough, remember that as with any update, likely to break a few core mods. Fallout 4 script extender team has not been given early access, so the script extender team will not have access ahead to do the update needed. So it could take a little while for anything using script extender to update, but most mods won't be affected. And then they give a little compatibility warning. Anything requires script extender or classifies as a DLL mod will probably not work right away. Mods that use plugins won't be affected. And of course, anything on console is one place where we are actually ahead because we don't use script extender. So anything on console that's running on next gen should probably work on this, if not right away, very quickly.
Yeah. So, you can lock your PC Fallout 4 install.
Mm-hmm. Right, with the whole read-only thing.
Yeah. So you just have to look at the properties for Fallout 4 in your Steam library, get the app ID, and then go to your Steam apps folder and find that app data file, change it to read only, and then the game will not update.
No rollback. This ain't Walmart. You don't have to roll back. You just keep it, lock it down.
Yeah, and then when you're ready, you can go back and change it back to to be able to be altered, and then get all your mods updated and update the game.
And I've been asked by a couple of people, what's the compatibility with Fallout Anniversary with Fallout London? If that's
Zero.
something you're running. So, and that's kind of the thing. So right now, GOG obviously has the GOG version and installer where you download it and then you run the installer and it rolls it back for you. You don't even need to worry about it. And I have a feeling GOG will keep that version up for a while until, if anything, needs adjusted so that it's compatible with the Anniversary edition. But you won't have access to any of that Anniversary content anyway, because you're not going to be using verified creations in London. And You're not going to be using any of the Creation Club content in London. You won't be using that. You won't need it anyway. So the rollback version is good. But also, if you get the Steam version or Microsoft Store version, I think I mentioned with the update of Rabbit and Pork from the Fallout London team, they also, with Overwolf, they now have a new app installer that if you're a person who uses Overwolf, you can download that and it becomes a one-click install too. So there's a one-click install rollback version for everything. And just don't get Anniversary if you're trying to run London on it for now, if ever.
Yeah.
By the way, I found out what Rabbit and Pork means.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's British slang for
Is that a
yapping.
Cockney slang?
Just talking rabbit and pork, talking all kinds of nonsense. I didn't even know. I didn't even know, but that's what it meant.
What's it rhyme? Like, they always have like a slant rhyme. Like, what is the original phrase that Rabbit and Pork takes off on?
Oh, geez, I don't know. I guess it's Cockney rhyming slang for talk.
Yeah.
But, I guess, okay, rabbit rhymes with talk and pork rhymes with...
Rabbit does not rhyme with talk.
No, and pork rhymes with talk a little bit, but
No, it
rabbit
doesn't.
maybe with yapping. Well, wait, if you got a Cockney accent, a lot of things rhyme with each other that don't make any sense.
Let's see. Can you do a bad enough accent to make rabbit rhyme with? Gee
But
whiz.
no, like if you say, somebody keeps on rabbiting, that means talking a lot too. Like
To me,
as
that
a slang
means
thing.
having lots of sex and babies.
So now we're looking for a rabbit and pork emoji merge.
Oh,
But
there
we're
you
gonna
go.
know what it is now.
Yeah, that's spoiler alert.
If you listen this far in the episode, you'll know what it is.
So on the console home screen for F4, it does say, it does give you a warning about disabling any mods that affect the startup screen. So it
Yes.
is that's pretty much a confirmation that it is not going to be a separate install. So
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yep. That is confirmation there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you do have any mods that affect your startup screen or UI, mods that affect startup screen or UI, disable them now. And even though the mod menu isn't working for new mods and stuff like that, you can disable. So get in there, disable your UI and start menu mods just to make sure everything's smooth.
Smooth, baby.
Or, delete
And-
your install and do a fresh install.
And I probably
that's
know
the
the
smart thing to
answer
do.
to this already, but my other question about the update are we going to get yet another sort of FPS / graphics performance boost, or have we gotten as good as we're going to get?
It's on the next gen base, and everything they've talked about addressing doesn't refer to that specifically, but it wouldn't surprise
Okay.
me if because of these fixes, we get a little bit. Because if mods were causing the stutter with the NPCs that we had, there's a good chance something was already causing it a little bit. So people may see an improvement.
That's just, there's still, I get that weird oil slick texture sometimes, and, like raining inside. Like if you're if you're outside, but you're under a roof, like you still see the rain like hitting your visor
glass
and shit,
roofs.
you know.
Glass roofs have always been that way, sadly.
Yeah. I was just wondering if they'll ever get around to that sort of. Probably not.
You know what they say: if you live in glass houses, don't throw stones or forget to wear your rain hat.
Yeah. Don't forget to
what
put
they
on
say,
your power
right?
armor visor. Yeah, exactly.
So, quick look at the calendar coming up, community calendar. So right now it's Treasure Hunter weekend. Get out there, get your buckets, get your mining pails, learn your plans. New in-game anniversary event launching on November 11th. Is that this Tuesday? It is. So the new anniversary event is going to start this Tuesday because, of course, Fallout 76 anniversary.
11/11. They love that shit.
They do, but it's also the 14th. So we got to cover the 14th, which is Fallout 76's anniversary. So that's going to run from the 11th to 25th. It's another mini season kind of dealio, just like the Spooktastic Morgue mini season we just had, a couple of them in a row. And nothing else big on the calendar yet until around Thanksgiving. We get double XP, double mutations, Gold Rush, big sale. They're pulling out all the stops for Thanksgiving for you, a whole smorgasbord.
It's like Welvers, you guys.
Okay, here's a thing I put on the bits just for you so I didn't forget to mention, Andrew. So at the start of the show, I mentioned that there was a game I wanted to recommend to you that I discovered that I think you'll be excited about. So a game called Dark Quest 4 just released on Xbox 2 days ago.
I haven't played the first three, Jess.
Yeah, I know. But if I say like the word Dark Quest, does it remind you of anything? What if I said it was
okay.
a little bit of a tabletop, like board
Dark,
game
I mean, like
experience?
Hero Quest, of course, but
It is a Hero Quest adaptation for video games.
fucking sweet. That's
Yeah,
great. Tori got me a Hero Quest shirt for my birthday. It's so
That's
awesome.
so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's funny. Dark Quest, it hit my radar back like 10 years ago when Dark Quest 2 came out. I never even heard of the first one. But Dark Quest 2, people were talking about, I looked at it, and it kind of, it you know how some games that release on PC, it looked a little rudimentary. So I wasn't, it was an early indie game, and I wasn't for me, so I didn't pay attention. Apparently, Dark Quest 3 came out at some time, and I didn't know. And now Dark Quest 4 came out, but this one, it actually looks like Hero Quest. Like, in a lot of ways, they did a lot of cool things, and it has local co-op, so you can play with a buddy or two right on the couch.
Get Mo involved in this shit.
Exactly. So yeah, it's $19. I'm here to sell it to y'all. $19 on the Xbox Game Store right now. It's on Xbox, it's on PlayStation, it's on PC, of course. And I've definitely been playing it. There's not multiplayer remote. So yeah, it's not local co-op only, local multiplayer only, like a classic board game. But yeah, it looks really fun. It's only $19, so trying it.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
I thought you would. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, wait, this looks awesome. And if I know who likes Hero Quest. So
I like Hero Quest. I like vintage games.
Next up on the bits, the Fallout fan celebration. So I know so many people going to this, and as y'all might remember, this is the 4th annual kind of Fallout Day, New Vegas Day, as they've been calling it. But this year it's called the Fallout fan celebration because it's gotten bigger. It's in multiple locations now. It's at a hotel. It's at the Pioneer Saloon. There's there's a whole vendor squad. There's a bunch of voice actors and people from the Fallout world who will be signing pictures and doing photo ops, stuff like that. If I pull up the website, it is 6 days, 8 hours, 7 minutes, and 1 second away as I speak, because there's actually a countdown timer on front. But more and more, there's some really awesome stuff happening there. So I know a lot of listeners are going. I know a lot of friends are going. All kinds of people sharing their cosplays. So many people we know, even in our Discord. It'll be great. It's going to start November 14th, and it goes basically all weekend. So it is that 14th through the 17th. Well, 16th, and then people will be leaving the 17th.
And why not do that like October 23rd or whatever?
So it started as New Vegas Day, so it's based around New Vegas' anniversary originally. Yep. Because it started at the Pioneer Saloon as a small get-together first year, then a larger get-together second year. Then last year, it became quite large, as more people heard about it and everything around it and the TV show. And then this year, there are panels. So we're getting some of the developers of New Vegas are going to be there. A lot of, 4, I believe, of the core team of developers from lead artist, creative director, programmer. A lot of them are going to be there. Story designer. They're going to do a panel. There's going to be, there's a small film festival. The Wand Company Makes the Pit Boys are there doing a thing. So I'm just kind of scrolling down the list of things that are happening right now. A Stars of Fallout meet and greet. So some of the people from Amazon Prime are going to be there from the show. We have Davey and Reg. Davey and Reg. You remember those characters from the Vault? We're going to have them there.
Oh, wait. I was thinking Regs. Who's Reg? Who's Reg?
Reg was one of the guys running for Overseer.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I think the actor's name is something Cherry, I believe. But yeah,
those
so
guys,
he's going to be
those
there.
are great. They are the Laurel and Hardy. They are the C-3PO and R2-D2. They are the the comedic relief duo. I love those guys.
Right. That was so fun. That was so fun. I loved that. So yeah, there's the itinerary keeps growing and growing and growing. A lot of events there. So, I don't want to make everybody jealous who's not going. And if you're going, you probably already know. So it looks cool. Look for some good cosplay, some good pictures, some fun events. And I'm just excited to see and hear more about it.
Make me jealous.
Yeah. There's so much. And the vendors are going to be there. Like, oof. There's a 10th anniversary panel for Fallout 4 too, with some of the devs. There's just a little bit of everything happening. Wish I was
How
there.
far is that from? How far is that
Yeah.
from like Shalene and people? Would she be able to
I don't
get
believe
that?
she
That's
is.
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, think about some of those Western states. As you know, if you ever trekked
so
the Mojave,
fucking big.
they're the big. They look like a square.
We think
It's a big square.
Pennsylvania's big out here. We think, oh my God, to drive edge to edge Pennsylvania, that's like, oh my God, long. But then then you get to New Mexico and you're like, oh.
Yeah, but it's so for the New Vegas panel especially. It's John Lewis there, who's the effects artist. Mikey Dowling, who was the director of the communications and franchise for release. John Gonzalez, who was the creative director, you guys probably know, who recently came back to Obsidian, which is exciting. And Brian Menzie, who's the senior concept artist. So a lot of people going to be there. Also, cool thing that they're doing now too. So the special effect makeup artist from the Fallout TV show is going to be there and he's going to be talking about it. Michael is his name. And they're going to be doing a special, give a donation and get made up by the makeup designer or his staff. And you can get like the Ella style, like dirt makeup, just like hers. You can get not full ghoul makeup.
Yeah, I was going to say,
but they'll
give me the
you a
ghoul.
Raider
There you
look.
go.
Yeah, no, the ghoul will take us a little while.
Latex me up,
Prosthetics
Freddy
and-
Krueger. Let's go.
Although if you didn't download the Fallout Community Chronicle from our link the other day, I believe it was in last week's show notes, which by the way, click that, download that PDF, Fallout Community Chronicle. There was a nice little guide to doing your own ghoul makeup, which was really good. Really good. So yeah, Fallout fan celebration, and we'll know more about some of the highlights next week. We'll be podcasting while it's halfway through and rolling our New Vegas characters. So we'll be right on brand with it. We'll be there in spirit for sure.
God, it sounds like you did that on purpose, Jess.
I might have. I might have had us rolling characters on the New Vegas anniversary. It is true. Or as close as we can get. And yeah, finally, last little bit isn't really a big bit. This is a Starfield bit, but we just started a new Fallout community virtual photography event on the Twitters, on the X's, called Starborn Saturday. So every Saturday we're going to have a theme going, and it's just going to be fun to have a new photo challenge since Space Frog Tuesday wrapped up and last month, and I said goodbye Space Frog Tuesday. Well, goodbye Space Frog Tuesday,
Now
and
start something
hello
else.
Starborn Saturday.
Perfect.
So this month themes are Aurora Bender this Saturday, photos from your wildest nights in neon. The 15th will be Red Alert, things go wrong fast, pics from in space or on ship emergencies. November 22nd, Underbelly, photos from the well under New Atlantis. And November 29th, Terran Armada, Memories, photos from Earth and Earth-linked locations or artifacts.
Love going to Earth and finding Indiana.
It looks a lot like the rest of Earth right now.
It's pretty unremarkable.
Also just a quick shout. The bits are over, but a quick shout out to Bethesda for their cool new series of Paladin Dance doing recon missions all around the Commonwealth. Have you seen any of those or watched any of those, Ray or Andrew?
No, are they
No.
like little Instagram
They're-
reels
yeah.
or something, or what?
They're putting them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And really, it's basically Paladin Dance narrating as he walks through a region, kind of doing a bit of a recon report about describing what he sees and a little bit about the area. And so it's almost like a little storyteller-esque in a way. Not as in-depth as a storyteller at all, but just that kind of idea
I was gonna
of
say, is this
kind of introducing the lore through a character.
they ripping off Mind Fog all of a sudden? It's like it came
Oh.
full circle. He's
Came full
using
circle.
using their material, they're taking it right back.
Snake eats his tail, exactly. You know, well, to be fair, the community inspires the community team all the time, and the community team inspires us. So, yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Yep. And random mentions are kind of funny. Yeah, no, they are. They've been good. They've been good. I've retweeted a few. I haven't watched all of them because they've been doing one a day for like the last week and a half, 2 weeks. But I've watched several of them.
Is Dance one of the Bethesda stable voice actors? You hear that guy all over the place?
Only sometimes. He actually hasn't been in as much as some of the bigger stable, but he is a staple. You know what I mean? Like he's a very active voice actor and actor. He's done a lot of stuff. As you know, he's done like ADR for George Clooney because he can do the Clooney so well. He's actually subbed in and done voiceovers to help.
Yeah, I totally thought that it was Clooney at first. Like, holy shit!
He's got that voice.
How'd they get Clooney for this game?
He's going to be at the fan celebration too. A lot of the voice actors will be there. I mean, as always, they're so good at turning out for these kind of events. That's
great.
Mm-hmm.
Dedicated community.
Solier mentions he was in Skyrim as well, right? Was he Parthenax? Wait, hold on. I had a weird mind blank there.
I could see that. Or one of the Greybeard guys.
No, that was Charles Martinet. I don't know why that came to me. That
Martinet? That's fucking Mario?
Yeah, Mario did it. Yeah, that's one of those trivia things I knew,
hilarious.
and so like momentarily, like
Mario and Parthenax. That's funny.
He did a lot of others. He was much more versatile than you expect. He's the voice of Mirak. Okay, Solior already got me there. Yeah, Mirak, the first Dragonborn.
Sucks, God.
Yeah, we don't like him.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, we do not like him at all. But no, so he's not in the regular stable, but I guess he's done a couple now.
Before you move on from the news, Jess, a couple of related questions.
Ooh, let's go.
When does the new shelter stuff drop? That's not also going to happen simultaneously with all this other boost. That the new season stuff, that's like off in 2026 sometime, right?
Yeah, it could be. It could be this December. They haven't actually said. When they did the big announcements about it, and we had the game director on there, she didn't give us a date. They just said coming soon. Get ready, battle pass each season to most out of your journey. I'm really looking forward to see. Stay tuned for more. Yeah, that's all we got from her.
And I already asked about the FPS, so yeah, that was it. My only question was when the shelter stuff.
Yeah, so we do have a date for the TV show, the 17th. The date for the next 76 season should be the 2nd. The date for Fallout Shelter is unknown. The date for the anniversary edition is the 10th, coming to Switch in the unknown, but probably spring. And the date for the next Starfield update, Terran Armada, still unknown. But I'm feeling like it hopefully is going to be this spring or maybe even sooner.
Don't break my heart. It's Switch 2, please.
Oh, I apologize. There's a difference. I thought they were the same.
Yeah. They are the same. Just you need to, just pitch in another $600 and you get access. That's all.
You just buy 2 Switches and you duct tape them together. Switch 2.
Exactly.
That would be the red-green solution for our Canadian audience.
So you cook a steak on your carburetor. My dad loved that guy.
He was great.
Yeah.
It was great. The red-green show.
So $19 for Dark Quest 4. Gonna check that out. Sounds good. I'm gonna get my green rag hat, summer shorts outfit together, and just breaking my heart with the Santa news, Ray. No, that's what else we got on the show this evening, you guys? Do you have anything else you want to?
So there is one more iguana bit.
Oh, is there? What's up?
Ooh, let's go.
So, late this weekend, early next, there is supposed to be a deep cold front going into Florida. And so the iguanas are going to be falling out of the trees.
Watch out. Frozen iguana drop.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Iguana Watch. Iguana Watch is active.
That is great.
So they're not the same as drop bears, but drop iguanas are dangerous too.
A little more sluggish than drop bears.
You'll watch out for them drop bears.
But yeah, whenever the weather gets down into the 30s, iguanas fall out of the trees. So be careful.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
you don't
so
get them up in
little
Georgia
stretch
at all, do you?
between. No, because we get cold all the time
Okay.
during the winter. But yeah, that swath between Palm Beach and Fort Myers is good iguana, territory.
Iguana country.
But,
Watch out, this is iguana country.
They're getting cold, so.
I know have like domesticated ones. Are the natural undomesticated ones, are they dangerous, aggressive? Do they have teeth?
Not so much teeth.
They
Their
eat
biggest
moss,
threat
right? I thought they
is
eat.
getting whipped by their tails.
Oh, they're like that one dinosaur, right?
Yeah, they're. When we lived in California, my wife had an iguana, and it would definitely sting you with its tail if it got pissed off.
That's pretty amazing. It can have control of it and whip it like that.
No.
Also, if you ever go back in time due to some kind of weird like contraption failure or hanging out with Jack Black and you find yourself in the prehistoric ages, now you know cold works on dinosaurs. So just figure out a way. If you can generate cold, you can stop a dinosaur.
Like an ice age or something.
Oh, yeah. Man, that really did do a number on him, didn't it? Poor dinosaurs.
But if that didn't happen, we wouldn't have like mushrooms and fungus and snails and slugs and all of those. The fall of the dinosaurs caused an explosion of biologic material that didn't depend on sunlight. So it's pretty. I mean, it is devastating for that other life form, but it is kind of neat how it spawns other things to happen.
Mushrooms and fungus and snails and slugs.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of gross.
We also got oil out of it.
But, oh, yeah, you're right. We get tons
No
of
bones about it.
All of our fossil fuels. But yeah, the slugs and snails and stuff, they're all gross, but they perform like the most important vital function in nature by breaking down all the stuff that that would just sit and rot. You know what I mean? Like they eat all the rotting wood, all rotting flesh, rotting anything. Things don't rot if there's snails and slugs and stuff around, worms, all that, and all those guys. It was important to kill all those dinosaurs. So just remember, when all of us die, humanity from some mass extinction event, just remember the next generation of stuff is going to be so appreciative. So just keep that in mind, and you'll be okay.
Exactly. Live fast and leave a corpse that will somebody turn into fossil fuel or be a posed skeleton for a Fallout game.
But that makes me think, oh, what awesome new things are gonna thrive in the radioactive wasteland. that is a pretty cool thought, man.
I do think about it too. I hope that we don't go that direction, but eventually there will be no humans, or the Earth will change, or things will happen.
We are inevitable. If something else doesn't happen before, just like a comet hit something, if something doesn't happen before, that will be the end of the Earth. There is no that eventually will be the end of people.
Maybe.
That has to be. That is.
I mean, there are other things that could happen. I mean, we could leave Earth. It could be eventually be abandoned. I mean, we don't know.
And why would we leave Earth? Because we fucking blew it up.
Well, maybe. Maybe. We'll go full Matrix.
If we exist long enough, nuclear stuff will be our end.
You put enough monkeys in a room, eventually they'll type Shakespeare. That's what you're saying.
Eventually they'll launch nukes.
That too. Do not give them the button.
No buttons for the monkeys.
But monkey button, no, bad monkey.
No button. No button, no button. All right. You guys got anything else on the show this evening? Any other Fallout topics or otherwise?
As our rambling would show, apparently not.
Apparently not. Well, then I will let you know you can find Ray and all of his many projects over there at RayLB, also at BBC ISSS for the Butcher, Baker, Candlemaker in Space. Ray, thank you much for hopping on.
Good times.
Jess can be found at Sleep is 4T. Also check out the Modus Files and her retrospective that was just posted. Jess, Thank you so much. We'll get the link and we'll put that in the show notes down there.
Yeah, we'll drop that there. It's also in our Facebook group, of course,
Oh my God.
where you can find all kinds of fun stuff, like Dwight posting delicious quantum pie.
Quantum pie.
And other people chiming in about this and that. Lee's always posting some random tidbit in there. A few of our other friends, for sure.
You're going like inside the pies, like microscopic ingredients.
Oh my goodness. I want to know what makes it so blue. Yeah, Bill Miller was posting stuff about Fallout 5 earlier. Sherry is always chatting in there about stuff too. So, Facebook still happens, even though the Discord has gotten busier and busier. In fact, shout out to, we've got John in the Discord a lot, talking a lot lately. We've got couple listeners on Twitter talking. So I love seeing new people, not just new people finding Fallout 4, but new people finding us too.
All right.
That's always awesome to see.
Scorecation!
Yeah.
Thanks for hopping in.
Shout out to John. I also want to shout out one more person. Hold on. I'm just pulling it up. I want to get the name right. Shout out to Chris. Huck P. Jones on Twitter has been talking with us a lot lately and sharing stuff and talking about the show.
Awesome,
Yeah.
Chris, thanks. All right. At Sleep for Tea is Jess. Thanks, Jess.
Thanks.
I can be found in the Facebook group, also starting to pop up a little more frequently. Over there in the Discord, playing a little bit of Nerd Hagen Beach live on the Discord, as we have on the show tonight. If you want to hop into the Discord, give yourself a chance to get into the Fallout Feed prize posse, and I'll send you a little knick-knack for your Fallout collection shelf. So join us in the Discord if you'd like to participate. All right. I'd like to thank everyone for downloading this edition of the Fallout Feed, and we will see you in the Wasteland.
Thank you for downloading this episode of the Fallout Feed Roundtable. If you are interested in doing a play-along character with us, the show can be contacted by emailing falloutroundtable@gmail.com. For the Roundtable schedule, our Amazon link, and all other show information, please head on over to asapodcasting.com, where you will find the Fallout Feed, a Skyrimatic podcast, our YouTube channel, the Chatterbox, as well as other content. Once again, thank you for downloading, and we'll see you in the Wasteland.
You might be going in the mouth hole because you don't want to penetrate when you don't plan on penetrating.